Well, here's what we're starting with this morning. Starting with a little service on the Kubota. I changed oil on it, so now I'm sharpening the blades. Is this OSHA approved or not? I got the jack stands holding it up, so the forks are just there in case something happens to the jack stands, but fingers crossed that nothing happens. Yep, there's the problem. This thing needs jacked up higher, so I'm gonna just lift it up with the forklift. Yeah, I say these need sharpened. Dad, we got a vise ready?
Well, I'm working on it.
New vise?
Yeah, I'm gonna make something out of this.
To mount it?
To mount it on.
You gonna drill new holes?
Mm-hmm.
Do a little fabricating?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take the other blades off then while you're messing with that. All right, well, I got both of these off. So now I just kind of gotta wait to get done with this vise, because the objective here is to put these in that and grind on them to sharpen them. So every year I struggle with this, and I always think about it whenever I take them off, but all these pieces here that I just let drop on the floor, yeah, I'll have to figure out where each piece goes, because I don't remember, and I didn't take them off nice and easy and set them down so I know. So that'll be a fun experience. Little update on what's going on in here. The mini split got put up yesterday. Every time I come in here, there's like a black, you guys see that? That little black line? Or, yeah. Mini split's up, and we've started to put some stuff like this in here. So before long we'll have our toilet and all that put in, but we need our sump or septic. We need our septic hooked up first, and it's pretty darn muddy because we've had quite a bit of rain this week. So I'm not sure when we're gonna do that, but hopefully it's soon. Also, what's going on with this planter is there's these pads right here. There's some on the sides, bottom, and top, and so it helps slide this, so it makes it a lot easier. And the last couple years it's been pretty rough, and you'll have to really ram it in this little piece right here. Will hyperextend, and then it's really, you're in a bind. So we're gonna put new pads on this, and hopefully that helps it. The pads will be in next week. Here's what we got going on now, because vise ain't gonna be done for a little bit, so this is what we're gonna be doing. need a plasma cutter, Dad.
Tell you what, that doesn't do bad.
Well, all these are done now, so let's see if I can figure out how to put them back on the mower. Well, all the blades are on tight. The middle blade was missing a washer, so I got another one, put it on so it was tight. It was real loose. So now I guess we drop it down, probably take it outside and wash it. It's not too bad. Now I can flip this over and put it in here and then mount the vise on top of it. There we go, bolted it down, and now it's sitting in there. And if you want, just take this and pull it out, set it under there if you need to use the whole bench. So, well, it's Friday evening, and I'm not sure we're gonna be working in the shop tomorrow. Might take the day off. So I'll see you guys Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. I'm gonna be in the shop here today. Dad had a few things to do this morning, so he'll be back later. I changed these pads in this planter yesterday, and I had too many shims in it, so it actually made it worse. So I took some of the shims out. That's okay now. I do need to put the seed disc in the planter, air up the tires, and then whenever Dad gets here, we'll run it, grease all the chains, or oil all the chains, and it can be put up. So we normally run them, I think, about 30 PSI, and all of them are right at 30, except for one. So, oh, just kick that all over the place. So we just got one tire to air up. Doesn't normally work out that way, but just one of them. Just this inside on the right side. Well, I do need to check these too. I forgot about that, but I'm gonna get these checked. I think they're supposed to have about 40. So get this one, the other side checked, and the tire should be good. So everything's aired up, ready to roll. I'm gonna get these cylinder stops out of this planter. Oh, that's nice. It didn't even settle down. I don't have to raise it up and come back here again, but I'm gonna take these out so I can lower this planter down and get those seed discs in here. So, well, I'm gonna get in here and get this monitor rolling so I can lower this down. If I remember right, I think I can lower this down without having to collapse the tongue in, but I don't know, I guess we'll find out. So this is the same exact row unit as what's in our corn planter, but singulation is on 8 for beans, and pretty much when you take this off, before you put it in, just make sure everything's okay. All these teeth right here are good. And you take this seed disc and set that in there. Clip all 3 of these. Drop this unit back in, hook up vac hose, seed hose, and then you're ready to roll. So last fall, this was all serviced. It had new engine air filters new cab filters put in, oil change, fuel filters, the whole thing. So that's all done. The planter's pretty much done. It's greased. It needs, we need to take it out later today, oil the chains. I'm gonna go ahead and start washing on this quad track. So I'm gonna knock out all this dirt on this floor, sweep it up, and then I'm gonna start foaming it and wash it all off. That's all cleaned off. Looks pretty good. And now I just got to hit it with the spot free rinser, and she'll be all cleaned up. Well, I'm gonna go eat lunch while this dries off. Got the floor squeegeed up. So after lunch, probably gonna pull this out, run it all, and oil up those chains. Well, it looks like our first batch of corn rolled in, so I better go out there and help them unload it. Well, Dad's unloading all that seed, so I'm gonna fold this planter up, take it outside, unfold it so that we can run it. Set the rotate lock and get the door, and now we're all set. Well, we're in plant mode, so we got this cord hooked up here, so I'll get up in the monitor, and I go to a certain run screen so I can run this planter, but I got to get all these vacs fired up, so hopefully they do fire up. So I got my vacuum control turned on, and I think it's these three for. Oh, this one's vac 2, the middle is vac 2. Turn my bulk fill. It's not wanting to turn on. The bulk fill's not wanting to turn on. I might have the hydraulics split pump. So let's go take a look. The hose was out. Good? Alright, let's try it again. Alright, she's running now. Alright, I got all my sections turned on, so I'm gonna hit run. And now it should start running the planter. So basically I'm just gonna go to every single row with this can of chain lube while it's running and hit them all. So they're all greased and ready to go. So that's all done, so now I can raise this thing back up and fold it up. Now it just needs topped off with diesel fuel and DEF, and then it can be put away and just sit and play the weight game, I guess. Well, I got the planter put up, and I got the International in here because I'm gonna do a wash up on it. Let's see if this works. Well, I'd say it cleaned up pretty good. Looks pretty shiny. That foam does a really good job what we got. Plus that brush helped. So this thing's all cleaned up. I'll probably leave it in here, let it dry. And I think I'll just pull this in here. Just check everything over and make sure it's ready to go. Well, I think that's going to be it for this video. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you haven't already hit that sub button, go ahead and like the video. Up next, we'll be getting these seed tenders ready. Dad's going to be greasing up this ditcher. I think he's going to run it tomorrow. But anyway, thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.